red line. How will the U.S. respond? Aisha Hasni joins us now from the White House with the latest. Good morning, Aisha.
Good morning to you, Charlie. So the president says that Iranian officials actually called him over the weekend, called the White House, trying to negotiate, but it might be too late. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the president is going to get briefed tomorrow by some briefers on potential responses to Iran, including more sanctions, cyber attacks, and even military strikes. He is not expected to make a final decision immediately, though. The briefers are Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Dan Kane. Now, Trump told reporters on his way back from Mar-a-Lago last night that he is looking at some very strong options.
On Iran, have they crossed your red line yet to trigger a response?
Well, no, they're starting to, it looks like, and there seem to be some people killed that aren't supposed to be killed. These are violent, if you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it, and we're looking at some very strong options. We'll make a determination.
Human rights groups report the regime has already massacred more than 500 people as protesters are defying the Ayatollah's crackdown. And there's an ongoing internet blackout in that country. The president says that he is getting an update. He's being briefed hour by hour, and he's actually meeting with the Secretary of State later this morning. Charlie?
Thank you, Aisha.
You got it.
Let's bring in Hudson Institute Senior Fellow Rebecca Heinrichs. Great to see you this morning, Rebecca. Thank you for joining us. So what do you think are the realistic options that are on the table right now for President Trump? And how effective do you think those options will be?
Well, good morning, Charlie. First of all, I think that when we're talking about this briefing that the president's going to receive on Tuesday that's been reported, our viewers should know that President Trump definitely already has options in mind, and he has been regularly briefed by the military about the situation there. So this briefing that's supposed to happen tomorrow might in fact be part of a deception campaign. It would not surprise me if President Trump initiated some kind of U.S. activity to support the protesters before that briefing. But the various things we can do, we can already conduct cyber attacks against regime targets to give some reprieve to the Iranian protesters. We can get Starlink in there with Elon Musk to make sure that the Iranians have the ability to communicate with one another during this blackout on the part of the regime. And the United States can initiate military strikes against IRGC, that's the military wing that's protecting the regime right now. We can conduct strikes against them, or we can go against other military targets, their ballistic missile program, their Iranian nuclear program, again, Charlie, again as well. So there's various scoped options that the United States could take.
So on the Starlink thing, you know, obviously